little bit different today because it is the season 1 finale. I was gonna go through, show you my little chart that I made of all the stats. So if I go here, this is all the stats I have in a Google Doc. So by group, so this way it's like a little bit of a refresher before we actually get into the thing. And these are like different, like I'm planning season 2, so that's why it's there. And then I'm not going to show you guys that because, we're not there yet. So the refresher, I guess, of season 1, we had like all normal Sims. I did color/normal Sims, that's like what I called them. Because each of them, their color was also their name. And these are all of the traits that each one had. And I remember making them thinking, okay, pick the traits that have at least something to do with the color that they are. Just because it was the first round, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I put their deaths in order and what caused the deaths. All 3 were fire, and then we had the survivors. And this one was just before the fairy pack came out, so we didn't have a fairy in here. So we had 2 spellcasters. They were also kind of like color themed. And then I have their traits as well. And then I purposely remember making Snow love the outdoors because I thought it was funny for a vampire to love the outdoors. And then of course, he died overexposure to the sun, which I thought was funny. Amber made sense because of high maintenance. She died because it was getting messy. And then our survivors. And then take the 6 survivors, the 3 from here and the 3 from here, and I combined them for normies versus soups because the first group was all normal and then we had supernaturals. I copied their traits so I would have a list. This time I waited till there's 4 deaths. 3 of them fire deaths. And then we had 1 survivor from each group, Blue and Jade. And then we had townies, which are all... I purposely had made a new sim save to pick out townies that I wanted. Or just like random townies saved to my gallery and then picked whatever. We had Vlad, Bella, Bob, Elphaba, George, Jeffrey, and Rory. I copied their traits. Bob died of starvation, even though there's like 4 or 5 different places, or more than that, like they could eat from. Vlad, to the sun, and Bella. I think I may have influenced her death to die by fire. And the point of this stream, everything but last week's Sobs versus Neat Freaks is on YouTube. So if you wanted to like watch or like skip to the end or whatever, it's all up on there. Or if you want to watch and like actually see what happens, it's all on there. And then these were our 3 townies that survived. And then these were influenced by people I know. The first letter of their name stayed the same, but the actual name I changed because I didn't want people to be like, hey, I killed you in Sims. With the exception of the one who's Gary. That person in real life knows that's them. And the one that's Erica knows that's them. Although I didn't tell the one that's based from Erica that they ended up dying at some point. And then I had all of their traits. Jane died from poison because we had creepy qualities. I guess she died by spider bite. And then both of these were the same in our survivors. And then I did put, as you probably noticed, like the town names of where that like specific group or that round is in for their houses. So then when I went back, then I know where they were. Townies versus real people. We had all this. We had the Sims, traits, the deaths. I may have influenced Rick's death. And I think Katie's death. But the other 2 I didn't. No, I think I influenced these deaths for sure. I don't remember if I influenced Katie's death. I would have to check. I remember not realizing Erica drowned in the pool until the Grim Reaper showed up. I'm like, okay, where is she? Just floating face down in the pool. And then we only had 2 townies. Nobody I knew. Rory and Elphaba, so they made it to the finale. And then the last ones, we have Slobs, which is our, second group with fairies in it. All of the traits, how they died. This was our first lightning death. And then the survivors. Now, the Neat Freaks, if you had watched the stream, know I did 2 different parts. I did the one that happened in 40 minutes where Caroline, Douglas, and Trevor all died, froze to death in the pool within 40 minutes. And then I did a second version, which there was only 1 survivor. If I remember right, that was Douglas. And I couldn't have used that one because there was only 1 survivor. So I went with the first 3. We had Tasha, Trevor, Dawn, Cosmo, Caroline, and then traits, their deaths, survivors. So last week, or not last week, like 2 weeks ago, we did Slobs versus Neat Freaks, and I think we did like a multi-game stream. Or no, we did, yeah, I don't know what we remember anymore. But, or no, we did a multi-game stream, and I just did a second stream so I would be saved as different videos. Unless I did that with that too, I don't completely remember. But these were this was in Evergreen Harbor. We had the survivors, or the contestants, the traits, and then I influenced Beth's, but the rest of them happened on their own. This was also the first group where I had the mold in the thing. So we had all of that. And then Cosmo and Sarah were our survivors. And that brings us to the season 1 finale, which is going to take place in Newcrest. I will show you guys that in a minute. Reset. I'm going to bring that over here so I have it on my thing. And then, okay, open up Sims. Okay. Then, here we go. I think I'm gonna have my camera on for this one, the finale, just because it's the finale. You can see my reactions, what I do, like when nothing exciting is happening. So, I'm gonna keep my camera in the top corner there, so then you can see most of like what happens. So these are the survivors for the season finale. Right, so we have, Blue, which was the first one, and when we get into the game, all of their needs are going to be how we left them in their like final appearance that we saw them in. So some are going to be bad, some are going to be good. We'll probably check it out when we, get in there. So Blue, as you saw, Love Bug, Dance Machine, Erratic. I think I did choose a lot of this. All of the traits, or the likes and dislikes, because I figured, I don't know, I thought it would be cool, I guess, or like the first couple rounds. All of her outfits are blue themed. We probably won't see half of these outfits, but I did, with her hair and glasses, mostly her glasses, I did have it inspired by Sadness from Inside Out. And we have Jade, which is actually one of my favorite looking. I'm not going to show her all the alien stuff, but she's clumsy, glutton, slob. And then it made her paranoid, which actually, that I have to move my camera so you guys can see all that. Just a second. It sucks when I do like full screen with this monitor, because it's either me do window full screen and then it looks weird. Actually, wait. Actually, because if I do this, watch, it's gonna look weird on OBS. It's gonna take a second. Oh, maybe not. If I go, and see, if I go like that, it's gonna look weird. Sorry, I'm just like doing a little. I kind of not like that. I'm just gonna do it like that. Make it Yeah, no, I'm not doing it like that, but I need to do that temporarily to move my camera. So I'm gonna move it actually down here. Yeah. Should I? Yeah, I'll down here temporarily. This is just temporarily how the game is gonna look while we go through. Or no, never mind. Right there. Temporarily while we go through The Sims. Or so I'm still getting used to like what the best thing would be for this monitor. And like how it would look on OBS. So, alright, we're gonna go like this for now. So, Jade, Clumsy, Glutton, Slob, Paranoid, and I think I chose all of those down there, or it randomly happened because we do have the disable pop-up, so then the game will automatically decide certain things. I love how her disguise looked. I tried to go for a rocker theme, and of course we had to do green. I love how that one looked. Or like, and I love her party outfit. So she's probably one of my favorites to survive so far. We had Rory, one of the townies, hot-headed, ambitious, self-assured. All of those I think probably happened at some point. And then I did not mess with any of her outfits. So they're all what came with the game. Same with her beast form, which is just, you know, this pretty much. How it normally happened. Elphaba, the other townie, foodie, genius, and mean. And then those I think just happened. And again with Elphaba, I did not change any of her outfits. It's all what the game gave her. Alright, and then we're to our fairies of the finale. Sarah Fairy is... This was the slobs. So she's squeamish because I thought that was funny. Erratic and clumsy. And then I randomized all of the likes and dislikes just because I thought that would be more interesting than picking them. Her outfits are kind of like a pink theme because I think I was influencing her outfits based on the pink Power Ranger from the Ninja Steel group who was named Sarah. And that's pretty much all I influenced. And then pink wings. Cosmo color scheme is based off Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents. Materialistic because he likes a nickel named Philip. Paranoid and good, and those are all randomized. Of course, all of his outfits are green themed. Because I thought that was that fit. Even his eyes are green. And then his wings are green as well. So those are our finalists. We'll give you a little bit of a tour of the house and the traits that we've given to the house before we actually play the game. And my thing here is being all weird. Trying to get the board on the side here. It said it was offline and I know it was not. Okay. So this is the house. The one person that knows, like I usually was giving him like hints or like screenshots of the houses as I made them, so he kind of knew like what was going on. This house I did not, so he does not know what this looks like. He's probably still sleeping right now because I messaged him and he did not respond. So I know he's sleeping. But I did tell him last night before we went to bed, I went to bed that, hey, like, I'm gonna message you before I do the stream. So I'm gonna start with the traits so I do not forget. We have romantic aura, that one, and mean vibe. And then we have 6 lot challenges: creepy crawlies, cursed, filthy, grody, mold, and spooky. I tried to keep ones that would sort of influence, well, not influence, but affect the Sims' lives. Spooky gives them somebody to talk to outside of the household. I was thinking about doing gremlins, but then they're not gonna fix anything. Quake Zone doesn't really do much. Scare Seeker gives them adrenaline. I don't want them that do that. This one I was thinking about. I would give them. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. But I just named the house season 1 finale. I'm gonna go from the top here. The bathroom. You may notice 6 Sims. You think 6 toilets. No. Because normally I would do 2 showers, 2 toilets. I did 1 toilet, 1 shower. And I did the little washer dryer. And as you can see, it's kind of like a red theme throughout the house. Red and brown for the most part. And I'm going to actually put a bunch of these there. They have hella money. This is our living room. It's upstairs for the first time. We have the fairy house because we have 2 fairies. Bookshelf, gaming, fireplace. They should be able to watch TV from there. If not, all too bad. Then they can stand and watch it. We have our little outdoor workout gym area. I was going to put the gym over here. Then I remembered we didn't have a sauna. And they actually used the sauna, surprisingly enough. So, here we go. Sauna. And then bedroom, which I guess Cosmo was already getting ready. We have that, the fairy home, another washer dryer. I've put a tragic clown painting in all of the builds, so I had to put that in here. Little bar, and that's pretty much it. Now down here, we have the cauldron because I tried to wait to like really build this lot until I knew who was gonna be in the finale. So I wanted to put things according to whatever occults were in the finale. That's why we have the gym stuff from werewolves because of Rory. That's why we have the fairy homes because we have 2 fairies. The other stuff and whatever. Then so we have another washer dryer. This is kind of like the hangout. I was gonna put a bar, but they're not actually gonna use the bar if I have the glow bars upstairs. So we put just basic stuff in here. And the kitchen is I feel like is a little bigger than normal, but it works out fine. We have little clothesline, because why not? Dumpster, because some of them do dumpster dive. And 1 cow plant because they always died. We have a little indoor/outdoor area. Like the inside is based off of outdoor stuff, so I tried to keep it outdoorsy with the exception of the walls because nobody's gonna see the walls. And then we have this little vending machine area because I really want a vending machine death. So like, and then I had to put an ottoman so they could kind of sleep in a game table. I have no idea if they're gonna use that. Hot tub, pea bush, because they like to use the pea bush. This because I wanted to see if they would use it. 3 floaties because they like to. Sometimes they do use the basketball hoops, so I had to put it in there. Another fairy home. And did I put one of those upstairs? Okay, I did put a pea bush. So technically they have 3 toilets, 6 Sims. They're good. They might also pee themselves, which is also good. And before we get too far, I want to enact the things, because if I don't do that now, I will forget. So we have the romance. I want to do roughhousing and courage, because maybe they'll get in a fight. Juice, because maybe they'll have a few drinks at the bar. And 1 more, right? We do that one? No, because if we do the hygiene, they're probably not gonna wear bags. Because of the mischief. then I just want to make sure. Oh, we should be on max, right? Yeah, we have max. Alright, and then where did I put the computer? Upstairs. I'm gonna start going like that. I want to make sure I have auto pay bills on before I do the UI dialogue thingy. Come see money, auto pay bills, enable. Okay. Do that. So we go. No fucking way! The first death in 20 minutes, and that's only because I kept talking. Otherwise, that would have happened sooner. Oh my gosh! Man! Right, so I need to move this down. Alphaba. Murphy, that's also our first Murphy bed death. Wait, so Alphaba. Murphy bed. I'm just gonna put got. By malfunctioning Murphy bed. I'm kind of glad I have the camera on for this. Oh, I also... Elle has passed away. Okay. So before I do more... If I... I'm just... Okay, so shouldn't get the pop-ups. And I do need to make a little graveyard. I am only gonna do 3 because I had an idea of what I wanted to do for, well, for the top 3. And then there was lights I was using from this. I don't think they really did anything, but first death already, man. Okay then. I always save after a death, and even during. Well, I went to Starbucks this morning because most of the time when I've had like 2 days off from my jobs in a row, I'm not sure like what I'm gonna like, have for breakfast the second day. I'll just run to Starbucks. I'm trying the brown sugar frappe with matcha cold foam. Is somebody put Grim is still here like he's expecting someone to die? Okay. No. I was gonna show you the... Oh, I forgot to put those things here. I guess give me a minute. Down here. I have like every one except... Actually, this one we don't need. Okay. 3. Where's Cosmo? In the bed. Okay, I'm saying. And so, I have to use my own. Had to use my own straw because I asked. They asked if I wanted a straw, and I said yes, and then they didn't give me one. But it also took me a little bit longer to get it. But it's the brown sugar frappe with matcha cold foam, and it's actually pretty good. Now I'm thinking that the cold foam is what makes the flavor. And then I also, why is this little thing $3, $3.50? This little cake pop. Well, you can go to Walmart and get them for like $1, which I probably should have. But like, and these are so good, but $3.50? I don't get it. I was like, you know what? I'm getting one of those. I haven't had one in a while. Is Jade? Oh no, she's not. Okay. So I tried when I built this to like limit like the beds and stuff to purposely to make them irritated, but also to they can sleep in the dumpster. They can sleep in or nap in the dumpster, the woohoo bush. I have those 2 ottomans. They can, pretty sure they can nap in the sauna. I should have added a tub. I think they can nap in the tub. They can nap in all the floaties in the pool. And I mean, we did have deaths where they were in the pool. So last time, so. And I just need to get these notifications off my phone. I used my phone at 51 minutes less last week. Okay, I have this open. I'm trying to pull up the stream manager on my tablet, so it's easier for me to use that than my phone. Oh yeah, they have the whole... Okay, why my channel's like the first one that pops up when I opened it? That's weird. Manage stream. Maybe I should just open it on my phone. It looks like it might be easier. I use my tablet to make the stream schedules that I post on Twitter and oops, which I probably also should have done it on here. Wait, why is Snapchat right there? Why do I feel like my phone like redesigned like its page? I'm gonna move Snapchat over here. Actually, and then move Twitch over here. Stream manager. Oh. So what I'm going to story. While using the app. Right there. That. I'm just gonna put that The stream schedule as a story on Twitch. He's where you're gonna die by vending machine. Alright, and then just have that. It's easier to have the thing up on here. Okay. Cosmo, no! And not fairies. Both of our fairies. Yeah, you got it. We can't have everybody dying. I mean, they did walk right past the fire. Well, and that does take us down to 3, so that's actually a pretty good thing to do. That is this going to be the quickest Survivor series? Or Survivor episode, second quickest? Girl! Wait, did Cosmo survive? Wait, what the? Wait a minute. Cosmo was on fire. Okay, so she died under the Murphy bed. Okay. Blue discovered fire, which was down here. Okay. Okay. Sarah discovered fire, which just happened over here. Sarah died in the fire, but you guys saw that Cosmo was on fire too. And where did the tombstone go? Where did... Okay. Well, we don't have a tombstone for Sarah. Can I... I'm just gonna have to do that. Like... Oh, wait, no, I see where it is. Down here. Never mind. It was hiding under the bed. So replace. I'm gonna have to buy another pea bush. Or you what? No, they don't deserve another pea bush. I'm gonna give them another rug though, because that seemed to help. No, not that one. I want like. Let's give them this colorful one. Oh no, that's too bright. When in honor of Sarah, put the pink. We have to replace that. Anything over here? We have to replace the TV. Oh, okay. And then... Damn, I have to add her in here too already now. Sarah. Fire. put living room fireplace. Okay. That was actually excuse me, who are you? Well, can I just randomly add you to the family? Because I don't know how she got in, and I can't get rid of her. So she's just randomly added to the family. If she dies, she better not be the survivor, because then it's like, what the heck? Try to get a nice view. I thought for sure Cosmo was also gonna die. Is Ray gonna die by vending machine? I'm just looking at the corner. So close to... No, that's somebody getting angry. No. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can finish this without the straw. That straw that I chose for my thing does not work well. Although matcha actually tastes really good. See, Rory's using the sauna. Actually, not bad. The brown sugar frappe with matcha cold foam. Pretty good. It does cost $1.25 more to switch out the foam, but that's okay. We have to like... Okay, I was gonna say, do we have to reset you? You're enraged. What are you? Just a random sim that happened. So this is the one I want to win. Wait, you're an alien? Okay. I don't know how you showed up in the house, but... That's okay, that's cool. Yeah, I wanted to do a webcam for this because I figured, or at least for the finale, because I felt like that way you can actually like have something else to look at besides just the game. And because like honestly, like it felt like you could see my reactions to who dies and like how they die and all that stuff. Like Elphaba dying to the freaking Murphy bed in the first 20 minutes, and then Sarah dying to the fire, and Cosmo and almost everybody else dying too. If I didn't make them extinguish themselves, that would have been the shortest part ever, and we'd have no survivors. That actually would have been kind of cool now that I think about it. But we'll see. We're just kind of like watching. I don't know, because I do have plans. I have the traits figured out for season 2. I have the who's gonna like what group's gonna have like what occults and like that way. But I don't know names, genders, and I haven't made the Sims yet. And I have already decided that each house is going to be in a different world. With the exception of the finale, all the finales are going to be in New Crest. And then other than that, like, I don't know when I'm gonna stream it, because believe it or not, it takes. I feel like, because I do like most of like the creation off stream to make the houses. I make the Sims all off stream. Although I mean, I could like, I don't know if I want to make it in on stream, because there's a lot of like, when I'm doing stuff, going back and forth between decisions, and then like I want to try to keep it looking like from this angle if I can, when I can. But like I said, like I want to try to maybe do like 2 seasons a year. Because if I would stick to like doing 3 parts then a week, then 3 parts in a week, like in between like each thing, that's how did I figure that out? So like for each like part, that's like a month, and there's 3, so that's 4 months plus the finale, so like 16-ish weeks for the whole thing to like be streamed and created and all that. I don't want to like rush into the 2nd season, because I also want to. I'm planning this big celebration stream on the 31st, and I want to. I have 2 people joining me on stream for different games. One for Fortnite, one for Modded Repo. And then I was planning. I'm not gonna tell you like what else is gonna be in the stream, because I want it to be a surprise until like I post like the full like schedule, or not schedule, but like games that are planned for that day. I do have most of them in a folder, so then I could just click on it and be like, okay, those are the games I have planned. I also have it written down, and I don't think I'm gonna go really in order like what games I'll do first. It's more like, okay, let's do this one first, and then look at the list. Okay, let's do that one next, Repo will probably, I feel like, will be last, just because of how long it can be, and because I want to do it at least like a my goal in my head is doing like a 12-hour stream. Twitch only, because Twitch is awesome. And I'm not just saying that. But like, if I do it from like, because I know like the morning part of it, one person's not going to be awake, and the afternoon I might be able to get Fortnite in there, and then at night Repo. It's just like, what are we gonna start with and like lead up to those. And I don't know, I'm just like really excited, because I know I plan on having coffee, like actual, like maybe like just get like a giant thing of Starbucks, and then I don't know from there really. I don't. I actually might get like decorations in back, like streamers, like like that. Depends on like how motivated I feel to. I was gonna decorate for Halloween this weekend. So depending on how long the stream goes, I might start putting up some Halloween decorations, including the lights for my bookshelf, because the lights that I was gonna put on there last week they were gonna be the LED strip lights, and one little part decided, oh, let's have a little tear, and then everything stopped, no matter what I tried. I'm like, budget, threw it all out. And then I just decided from there, like, I'm gonna just use my string lights, and for now, see if I can get like little like things I can stick on the wall on the bookshelf to light it up, because it's coming to like when it's gonna be like right now, because it's cloudy out, it's gonna be dark, like the room's a little darker, and then if I show you that bookshelf, it's dark because I don't have lights on it anymore. The only light is the fairy lights that are behind my laptop, my monitor, which I absolutely love, and I haven't even had it for a week. I was using a flat screen TV for a second monitor. This is a proper gaming monitor. Looks so much better. It hasn't crashed any games, which I am probably going to jinx it from that. But, and the light from the bookshelf. Because I do have a light right here, but then it's going to be really light in my face and just annoys me. The only time I have that light on is if I'm like going to be staying out for like work or something, and then just that way I can see when I walk in my house. But it varies. And I do have a lamp over here that I don't normally use, but it's there. Then yeah, like I want to put all the lights up, and I want to decorate for Halloween. I have, which also was like half debating, do I want to do that while I'm on stream, do like a just chatting section and show like my Halloween decorations as I put them up and all that. That could also be cool. I don't know if I'll do that for how I'm gonna do that, like if I want to do that off stream, do it on stream, we'll see. And then I don't know, like I do have something big also planned for January. It's gonna be the weekend before my birthday, because my birthday's on a Tuesday. I am like half like, I always say, hey, I'll work on my birthday. Like I would rather work on my birthday than sit home and just like be by myself, because there's not a lot of people that I know outside of like work areas that will like do something. I talked about it with like 2 people or 3 people last week about like, because I have the opportunity to do something different now, like with streams, like do like celebratory stuff and all these like different aspects that I can incorporate into the streaming. And there's something like I really want to do the weekend before my birthday that's like really like close to like things that have affected my family, and not even just my family, but like odds are like every other family in America. Like something I want to like talk about, and like it's basically like a fundraising like charity like weekend stream in my head. As if by some miracle they give me off for my birthday, I want to go see a movie, depending on the weather, or if someone doesn't have, if my big sister from Big Brothers and Big Sisters doesn't have like college classes, then maybe we can like go to a mall or something. And I don't know how, if one of the coworkers would actually take me to David Buster's for my birthday or not, but they were talking about it the other day, and it's like, oh, I've never been there for my birthday. So it also depends on, I don't know, a lot of things, because if they don't schedule me on my birthday again and there's Pokemon cards out, I'm gonna go to Target, get some Pokemon cards, basically do what I did this last birthday. Went to Target for Pokemon cards, the Evolution stuff that I really wanted to get a second pack of, and they didn't have them after that. Went to Starbucks and got my free birthday drink. Went to Crumble's Cookies, because that's right there. Got a free cookie. I went to Arby's just because I always go to Arby's when I'm in that area. And like, I don't know, like so many things I can do and could do on my birthday. Just, what I'll do like leading up to it and all that. Like, so many things like, oh shit. Who died? Cosmo? Did it say Cosmo? Hey, so that means we're down to 3, because she don't count. This is what happens when I talk. Okay, so it's Blue's birthday. I don't care about that person because she's just added for whatever. Okay, Rory. Sorry. Okay, so I am gonna be on the search for his tombstone. So where was he when he died? I'm guessing outside. Is his thing in here? Nope. Well, I don't know where he died, but we're down to 3. And there is something I need. Well, first I need to write down Cosmo. So now I did have an extra house set up for when we got down to, actually make this bigger, when we got down to the top 3. But I think we should just stay on this house, because the other one is just like 2 rooms. So I don't care about her. She can die. I don't. Okay. You have 2 ability points? What can we do? Oh, you can do all this. Let's just do that. You don't have one. Okay. So, I'm just gonna stay on this house. Because there's more ways for them to die in this house than there's the other one. But if I want to do like a mini, like a short, like 3, like a, how did I phrase it with my friend? Like a second chance for some of the survivors. Then we can take, or the people who died, take them and put them into that tiny house and then, or tiny thing, and see what happens. I could easily also add a mini outdoor area, because on that one I have Murphy bed, fireplace, indoor grill, a shower, a toilet, a sink, mirror, a vending machine, bookshelf, computer. And I think that was it. So I might add like little outdoor activities. And then just kind of like, go from there. Wait, I have to look at my own streaming schedule because I'm pretty sure I gave my, tomorrow's Card Shop Simulator. I have to update one of the mods because it's an auto price mod. It's like, although I did go through the mods yesterday to make sure they were all updated. It's not supposed to automatically, like, it's supposed to, the way that mod works is at the start of every day, automatically do the prices based on the market price, or at least how I have it set up. And it's not supposed to go below market price. The last 2 days I tried it out on one of my saves, it went below market price and I was making any money. So I have to don't know if that's one of the settings I have, or if it's just buggy, or how it's really going. So it's something I'm gonna figure out. because that will be tomorrow. I haven't played that game I feel on stream in a while, so I plan on starting a new save for it. And then I did put like streams may still happen on offline days, because there's gonna be days where like I say I'm not gonna stream and it's like, well, I'm gonna stream because I have nothing else going on. So it's like, I'm just, sometimes streams happen when I don't plan for them originally to happen. It all depends on motivation and time, we'll like see how all that goes. Not Shade! Where's Shade? No, you're the one I wanted to win! Really? Are you gonna put yourself out? Nope. Right, can you just... walk through the fire and just stay there? No, Jade, you did not survive all of this to die. Oh, girlie. No. Oh. Oh, not Jade. Oh. I'm sad. Okay, I want to see what we do here. Hey, I don't care. And it was just her birthday. That's not fair. She died on her birthday. I mean, at least she made it to her birthday. Not a lot of people do. But she died on her birthday. No, really, it's down to Rory and Blue. Because I don't care about her. She just popped in the house. So, I had a feeling that the finale was going to be the finalist was going to be a girl. Alright, so... Shade. Fire. Just inside. Grill. So we've had 2 fires, a Murphy bed, and frost death. I want a vending machine death. If I had to choose, I want Rory to do the vending machine death. Just because Blue is from the first group. I mean, oh, I know, it looks like Rory might freeze to death. I'm not gonna stop Rory. We might have another freeze to death. I don't even care about Blue. I just want to see if Rory freezes to death. What are you even doing out here, girl? Relax. You know you can relax inside, right? Is she gonna freeze to death? Is Rory gonna... I think Rory's gonna freeze to death. That would be our second freeze to death. Possibly. Come on, Rory. You can do it. I meant you can do it as in freeze to death, not in good where it's warmer. Freeze to death. 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 Almost. I mean, blue. Dude, you know, blue, there are 3 beds you can sleep in, plus dumpster you can nap in, which, and then 2 ottomans you can nap in. So, like, what the heck? Oh yeah, and I forgot they can also nap in the hot tub. It's good. Maybe they did give me napkins. Let's say, wait, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they did give me a straw and it's just kind of like in my car. In my defense, it was raining when I got home and when I was in the line at Starbucks, so I think everybody was like trying to beat the rain. So we're supposed to have some thunderstorms today. Aurora's outside. Where did Blue's inside? Blue. Is the shower... Okay. Oh, yeah. I have toxic mold. The mold thing. Do you have mold anywhere else? Or is it just in the bathroom? Just in the bathroom. Okay. 3 times fast. Come on. I kind of want Rory to die because, like I said, I'm kind of partial to Blue surviving because she was one of the first. I'm not gonna fix the sink. Oh, that's the toxic mold sound. I wonder if we'll have another mold death, because last part we had 2 mold deaths. Oh, we'll see. Why'd you go slower if there's nobody dying? In my defense, I know a lot of people do like the 1 speed. Oh, cow plant probably died. But I'm doing the 3 times speed so it goes quicker. Take a shower. I didn't realize you could sit on the cooler. Well, that does make sense because in real life, so I feel like people do sit on their coolers. We do have a toxic mold pile. How'd you get in? are people getting in my house? There's no door. It's weird. That didn't work. There we go. Come on. I want Blue to survive. Dawn and the other lady are just like randomly showed up. So if they die, like, I'm not counting it. I kind of want them to die just because they're not a part of the household that I started with. But why not? And you could just see me like watching it. I'm trying not, I haven't influenced a single death. I mean, I've influenced them not to die, otherwise the stream would be over already. Well, not the stream, but like the season. I'm just, hopefully. I really need that coffee to kick in. Friday to Saturday, I stayed up to like 1 in the morning. Almost. Yeah, it was almost 1 in the morning because I closed at one of my jobs, and when I got home, I took a shower and made a mixed drink and played Fortnite. Because for some reason, I play better Fortnite when I've been drinking. I don't know how that works. You'd think it'd be the opposite, but whatever works, And then went to bed. I think I woke up at 7. What time did I wake up yesterday? I don't know, was it just before 8 o'clock? I think it was actually around 8 o'clock, because then I remember doing my laundry and then walking out for breakfast, and I stopped at the library to work on that streaming schedule, and then I left the library because the people near me were talking too much, and I could hear them over my headphones. Because I had my wireless earbuds, and usually they're they can be pretty good. I just didn't want to like turn them really loud because I was in a library. And you're supposed to be like talking quieter and all that stuff. It was like I had it mostly done anyway. It was just like deciding some of the color outlines. And then I went to this thrift store that was across the street. Actually, do I have the biggest stuff somewhere? No, I think the biggest stuff is in over there. But I actually got... Well, actually, I'm going to go get it. Because there is something in there that is... I got for $1. So, I'll be right back. I think it's over here. It was over there. Whew. So this thing I got for $1. Where'd they put it? I have to put the other stuff away. A Starbucks cup, metal Starbucks cup for $1. And normally it's a $30 cup. I got it for $1. Metal straw, like... I have enough Starbucks cups, but I couldn't pass it up for $1. Like, it's pink. It says Starbucks on the side. I had to. And there's just some other stuff that there's, I think, a tank top and like a little like cardigan thing that I found. I only spent like $7, so because I got the cup, the 2 shirts, some forks, and well, plastic forks, and a little thing I can use for like book organization, which was, they gave it to me for a quarter because they didn't have a price on it. And I swear I did not take the price off. That was my dad's thing when he was alive. He'd switch prices around on things to get it cheaper. But they gave it to me for a quarter, and then I did a roundup to help their store. And I tried not to go to. I didn't go to this. Well, and then I went back through the farmers market and went to this lemonade boba like food stall truck and got blue raspberry lemonade with green apple boba in it. So, because it's like so warm yesterday, it's like you can't really tell, but I do have a tan from yesterday. And then, because it's one of those days you should have had lemonade. And yeah. And then there's this like, other store I was gonna go to that had like collectibles and nerdy stuff, but I didn't go there because I didn't want to spend more money. And I'll have more money this weekend, and I plan on doing like this long like walk thing on Sunday if the weather is good. Like go out to the place where I go to have breakfast. Then there's this store that's having a bake sale on clothing, and the other stores I want to go to are open at can you just stand like right here? And then go here. I'm purposely trying to kill her because I don't want her in the family. Because she's not one that's been in the family. And it's her birthday. Oh. You know what? Dawn? No, not Dawn. Cassandra, or whatever her name is. She doesn't call. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Can you go over here? I was gonna make you like walk. Okay. The 2 that are not even supposed to be in the family I got on fire. Perfect, right? You go. I guess. Aww. I'm not counting Dawn's death towards any of the stats because she wasn't supposed to be in here. I have more broken items. What's all broken? That explains why they're not taking showers. Okay. Yeah. Alex, why are they all dying on their birthday? Why are these all not? Maybe if I go in here. I feel like if I do debug, her stone's gonna disappear. There we go. Okay, her can go by the dumpster. No. You know what? No, she can be over here by the others. Why not? An onion. Do we put a table in here or something? Not here. Maybe. No. It should be like an end to just put. Well, no, we're trying to do outdoory stuff in this, right? So why don't we just do that and that, then. Like that. Right, then I can actually get rid of that. Okay. Dude, didn't I? The bad gnomes. We have toxic mold in the bathroom. I'm gonna save. If I go like this, you can see the sun or the moon. Why was there a song that popped? It just popped in my head. I feel like it has the lyrics like moon and stars in it. That's all I remember. Is this? I mean, it's broken. You know, I literally just fixed it. hoping something happens. It can get boring, but also kind of interesting. I kind of want to do like a mini Survivor thing where I do like I copy I do the same room a couple times, and each sim there's like one sim in each room, and they are stuck in that room, and see who would be the first. Like, say if I do like 3 sims, they each are stuck in the same room, but different rooms, but each room is the same. So you would have the same items, probably different colors, just so you can like pay attention better or like, keep track better. But and then just have it like that. I'm just gonna like watch them and see how it works. I'm not sure how I should would work that out. There's like, different things I can do. Well, you know what? I never posted on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. I went live. That's not the app. Oops. Okay. Do I influence any deaths, or do I just leave them be? I leave them be because I haven't influenced any yet, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, the neighbor person. Oh, this. They have no sinks. Should we at least repair one of the sinks? Just to see what happens. I'm gonna maybe get closer to them. Maybe just kind of like follow them a little bit. Ooh. I want something to happen. Oh, I thought Rory was gonna die from fire. I would have been like, yay, it's over. I mean, the longest survivor part I think went for, was it like 4 hours? Quickest has been 40 minutes, so this is like right in the like median area, average area. there's a bed in the living room you could have slept on. Whatever. I want to say Cassandra, even though I know that's not her name. Can a ghost die again? If a ghost uses the broken Murphy bed, would it die again? Probably not. I'm worried for Blue because she's in a broken Murphy bed. And for once, everybody was asleep. I'm gonna mute my mic for a little bit. But I'm keeping my camera on so you guys can see my reactions. I'm just gonna turn my mic off for a little bit. Maybe we should influence something, but I kind of don't want to because we haven't, and we had all these dots. Oh, slightly influenced dots, but only for the Sims that shouldn't have been in the house to begin with. And we're trying not to fix anything. Should I make her set the mold on fire, because I know that's probably gonna make her die. Put her out of her misery. So it looks like he needs the pea, but we do have a pea bush. Yep. There you go. She shouldn't even be in. She shouldn't even be in the house, so I don't feel bad about doing unaliving her. Because I knew that was gonna happen. Rory, no, you girly. Really? Fine, can I have you do this? I'm gonna influence her reactions because she's not even supposed to. Like, do laundry, washing machine. I think this is somehow broken now. A little bit. She's not supposed to be in the house anyway, so she's to die. Blue? No, girl. Really? How? Okay. I'm gonna teleport these guys. One here. They take longer to get to her. She's not supposed to be part of the family. What the dude? What the hell? Do they not want me to set her on fire because they always go to rescue her? I do this. Or to do, wait, I got an idea. I'm gonna make her, drown. There we go. Sorry. Now, I'm actually gonna move these guys over. Just a little. So they can actually like get through. It's down to Rory and Blue. Based on needs, I think Blue might be the next to die, but I want her to survive. So we will see. And speed it up. No hands. Can I just fix this? I might get rid of 2 of the beds. I don't know. You almost died by Murphy bed. It'd be kind of cool since our first death was a Murphy bed death if our last official one was a Murphy bed death. Murphy bed death. Not Murphy bed death. You know what I mean. Let's up a little bit more. And check that. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, he's still sleeping. They're both over here. Let me see if I can like keep them both in the same screen. Is Rory gonna die by laundry? Because that sometimes happens. Death by laundry. What are you trying to do? I don't know. want those gnomes to show up all the time. But if we go like that, you can still decently see everything. In the moon. Would it be mean if I made Rory do the laundry? We all know what that would mean. Freaking gnomes again! Dude, go away! I don't want you here. I didn't say you could show up. Come on. 3 times speed. Come on, there's 2 of you. Actually, no, oh, that's actually a good point. 2 of them. Take out a bed. 2 beds. Actually, no, we'll keep this bed because that one caused Elle's death. And then should be good. Let's see if there's anything that we missed. Okay. Fire. Running. Okay, so not much. The gnomes, like, just go away. Do something. Not you guys, the people. The Sims. I could buy their weather machine and then make them change it to winter so they'd freeze to death. I also maybe not do that. Nobody used the workout equipment this time. Last time they would. Watching you, Rory. I know if I make somebody do the dry or use the dryer, that's gonna go boom. Well, just like start a fire. Checking for new message. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking some more stuff out. Starting with this bench. This bench. What else do we take out? I mean, we could take out the fairy house. Well, I'm just gonna move this one over here. And we take this. Well, I mean, they actually use this. Why don't we? Just kind of like. Put it out here. For no reason other than having room. And then move this. Over here. So then they have that whole room. Put that right there. Okay. Meanie, being imbalanced. Okay, maybe. I'm not gonna fix anything that's broken. I'm gonna eat this cake pop because now I'm hungry. See if it's really worth $3.50 or $2.50. It's like a mini cake. It's good. I don't know if I would buy it all the time for $3.50 or $3.25 or whatever it was. Good, but I don't know if I'd buy a bunch like that again. Somebody, you just need one person to unalive. Just one. Will we have another Murphy bad death, or would he have? Would it be mean if I made Rory get something from the vending machine in case it would, stick and collapse on them? I think that would be mean, right? Probably. Two ghosts. I'm glad I have a little garbage bin right there. Aww. You have a bad reputation? I want to see what. Oh, did we miss anything? You're attracted to the ghost. Let's see. When attempting to make friends with new siblings, okay. Something happened! I'm like scrolling through my Facebook. Just because I'm also like looking at that. I wonder. Actually, I want to try something. Because this should still be broken, right? So put it in inventory. And then put it back. It should still be broken. I'm assuming. Right? It's so... Really? Can I put bed up? I just want to see what happens. No, it's time to get rid of some stuff like this. Make them use the dangerous stuff. I'm gonna put that. And then this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Force meat from this or that, or those. Okay, then we move. Actually. That in there. And then what else may cause death? Or be friendly with something. Get rid of this one. Okay, we good. Oh yeah, I didn't fix the shower. They have to shower in the rain. Actually, I'm also going to get rid of this, maybe. Put that there. Move those all kind of in the center there. I'm gonna save. Make them have to eat from either the vending machine, the grill, or the fire pit. Or the stove, because that could start a fire. Basically all the dangerous things. Someone can get struck by lightning or something? I think she is in balance. I have a feeling if we made Rory, did I have dust bunnies enabled? Oh. I don't know why the dust bunny showed up. Your hunger? Hey, how is everybody's? I mean, okay, you actually had friends. Oh, what was that? people. How are we gonna make somebody unalive without actually unaliving them? Is this our answer? No! The one time the people are fast. I just want to see if she gets crushed by the bead. No. You know what? Final two. I'm gonna. It's taking a minute. So, what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I'm going to. Just me. I know. I have an idea. So. Means I just need one to unalive. I'm gonna save them. Okay. Save season 1 finale 2. Alright. And cancel because it's saved anyway. And then I'm gonna actually make them. Impossible. Oh, I made that out. That thing. There is a house I was gonna move them to. That. Then I don't have to like move all over the place for the camera. Hopefully it works. I would just have to re-enable some things. It is this one. Evict. I am gonna just add a little bit to the outside just so there's some more stuff outside. Alright. Well, I called it Unalive Top 3, but it's Top 2. That might work. So there is... I think it was this one. Give them an outdoor area here. And then I can move this. Give them... give them that. We already got this. So we don't need that. I didn't realize it was gonna... do that. And you have a shower. Don't need that. They don't have a... Should I give them a little pool? And then... yeah, that. Have that. Okay, I didn't realize we had so many things that just kind of like came with us. Really? It took... I didn't... I just wanted to... Yeah. Alright, so... Well, whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. And then I just have the and then we just watch them from here. Hopefully they do stuff. And we don't have to do different levels all the time. So they have to either eat from the vending machine or the grill. And then they have the dumpster. They have like basic stuff. If the toilet breaks, that's on them. And bills should still auto pay. So let's go from there. Mold is already popping up. Excellent. It's already broken. Okay. It's just kind of, chill. A lot of the cold foam is like still on the top here. Mine just said hello. Oh yeah, I didn't give him a hamper. Maybe I should. Let's see. Just kind of like leaning back in the chair and watching them. There's stuff for them to do. Okay. Not much for even in this house. Oh. Come on, something happened. Moving you to a different house should make something happen. I could also go from this angle. I kind of like this angle. Start a fire, start a fire. Oh yeah, I think I added grody so everything gets dirtier quicker too. At least for this one. Another mold pile already. Not fixing anything that breaks. So I want to see what happens. Hopefully somebody, unalives because we need one survivor. The way I had it planned, one survivor each season. No. I suppose I think with grody everything will get dirtier. You think if I made Rory try to get rid of the mold pile with fire, blue would go towards it too? Or do you think if I made blue relax outside in the storm, he would get hit by lightning? She did get hit by lightning. I didn't see it happen. Will it tell me if it happened? Why do they despise each other? No, not feed. Eat the cake. Wow, too late. That made me. Don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna fix these. Oh, TV's kind of like poking out. But that's okay. You know what? This is gonna go right here. Hopefully they cannot. Stop the fire. Oh no, because of the rain. Possibly. Right in the middle of the room. That could be better. Right. Then the fire department can't reach it. Right. So note to self, next Survivor Series, put the girls in the middle of the room. Or season. Girl / fire starter. Inside middle area. So fire can't cut out quickly. There. Aww. Well, at least we know that's functional. I'm gonna keep the needs and stuff up. Oh, maybe, or with the time and stuff. Maybe I should enable the dust. It'd be easier for a fire to start. Well, Blue can nap in the dumpster. I was just looking at something on here. Rory passed out. There's a bed, an ottoman, a hot tub, the pool lounger, and the dumpster you can nap in. Get struck again. Alright, get struck again by lightning. You can do it. Can you get struck by lightning in the pool, in the hot tub? Mama, how'd you get out here? I feel like somebody's gonna die by no energy. I think there was one of the things I saw on Facebook that somebody was suggesting Sims could do for like a kit or a game pack or stuff pack was something for kids and teens. I want to say it was like a lawn care pack, like having the opportunity for Sims, mostly like kids and teens, to like mow the lawn, shovel the snow, stuff like that for like a job. I mean, that could, like, done right, that could be a good pack. Because I think a lot of the packs nowadays are like, especially the kit packs, when they could have be like combined as an extension to like a previous pack, is or like multiple kits in one, could be, could have been done better. Like maybe added either more stuff or like more variety of like swatches in the packs, whether it was a build or a cast one. Then but like I could see if they did like a lawn care one, having little lawnmowers, and maybe not like having it like getting fully overgrown. They could maybe in a way combine it with how they do the prairie grass and the cottage living pack, where you have you could add it as like a lot trait if you so choose, or however, like whatever settings may work. And then there could be, or like the Bust to Dust kit, where it's optional and you could still have the vacuums and stuff. Have that with the lawn care, and have lawnmowers, maybe not maybe weed whackers, and have the option of the grass on your lot growing to where you have to cut it. Like Bust the Dust, you have, if you have the dust enabled, that has the dust show up and then you have to vacuum. And there could be maybe an unlockable for the lawn care where you have a riding lawnmower. Maybe. I don't know if that would really work, because we don't even have playable cars. So there's that. I think that could be a cute idea. Maybe combine it with the, I don't know if you want to combine it with the gardening skill, or just have it just like a random thing that Sims can do, like vacuuming, and have it a trait combined with it. Who's dying of what now? Starvation. Blue, I wanted you to live. There's food right here. You could have cooked something. Blue, we have our winner. Blue is dead. Rory Oklo is the winner of season 1. Woo! Okay, so oops. Wake up, I need to save you separately. So modifying cast, season 1 winner is Rory. Woo, go Rory. Okay. Final winner. Okay, it's done. Okay. We will give Rory a door. I'm gonna put all the tombstones out. I don't see. Oh. Well, where are the other stones? Right here. Alright, so I'm going oh, maybe it has to save first. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna change it to Sims 4. Sims 2. Oops. And then I'm putting that on the spin. Come on. I'm gonna do it like this. This is quicker. Okay. And so I'm gonna be right back.